Alright, video 15. And I've said to myself, I'm not going to say too much, because I say all the time. Did a video and I watched it back, I was like, Jesus. So, here we go. It's got parts locally, which was just awesome. The Mr. Mustang, or Mustang World, I think he's called now, in Booragoon here in Perth. He had all these bits. He's had them for 25 years. I was like, hey mate, you've been saving them for me. You've been storing them for me. Like the original tail light lenses. This is 69. This yellow piece. I cut it to fit, and it's made of fiberglass. It's the original Ford bit, but it's a fiberglass one. This one's a 70, and it's aluminium, you know. Been polishing the bumper up. It's almost there. It's looking pretty good. It's not perfect, but for me it's perfect. What else? Down the front here, welded in the plates after I pushed on the towers with the porta power and pushed them out about an inch. Pushed them over a bit, and then when I pulled the porta power out, took the tension off the towers, they panged back to where I want it, which is 40 inches from this part here to the other side. And I got that off the internet. Now I'm not 100% on it. I did it, and I threw the motor in just to see how I go. I might have to push it a little bit more, and I'll be able to tell by putting the bonnet on and the guards on and everything. I mean, there's adjustment, but we'll find out. Here's a 69 local from the Mr. Mustang. So, because he had that, he didn't have any 70 ones. Well, he had new ones, and they're crazy. They're like $900 each or something. I prefer a 69, so I'm going to turn into a 69. The back end's going to stay like it is for now, but the front will be 69, which I'm happy about. Then messed around with the bonnet. To do the repair properly, I've got to peel the skin off. Now, I'm not going to do that right now, because it'll take me a long time. I could spend my days on this bonnet. For now, hold off on the bonnet. I'm just pulling those studs out. They give me a bit of grief, but I'm trying to remove them without breaking them. For some reason, I could just cut them off. I've got to just do a dummy fit on everything on the front here, and check it all. Do some more measuring, do some more straightening, do some more welding, cut rust out, clean, prep for paint. I'll pull the engine back out again after I get the extractors to fit. The extractor, or header, whatever you want to call it, it hits the C6, the transmission, because the C6 is larger. So I think I've concluded I'm just going to cut them off and reroute them, rather than I've got an oxy set. I mean, I could put a pipe in the end here, heat them up and just wonk them out of the way, but I don't know how successful I'll be, because there's two pipes and this thing doesn't put out much heat because it's just an LPG kit, and I don't know, might be able to do it. Either way, I've got to try it back on, mark where it hits, and then figure something out. I think if they went the other way, like if this one was just on the other side, like this one would miss, this one hits. I think that's the story. So maybe I'll just concentrate my efforts on that one. We'll see what happens. Haven't decided yet. Let's have a look at the car. Here's another thing I got to do. The headlight hits this inner extension piece. Now this is the strength of this area. I mean, this bolts in here and this would strengthen it, but I've got to relieve it for the headlight, but without just boogering a huge hole in it. If I can keep a bit on the bottom and cut a hole, just cut the smallest hole possible so the headlight works and sets in there. I mean, I'm sure you can buy this panel, but I'm not going to be doing that because that's shipping and expense. While I've got the engine in, I've got to make what they call the export brace, or whatever they call it, the tower brace. It's got to go around the distributor, maybe in between the distributor and the carby, I don't know. This has got a tall alternator on it, which is late model, all this late model front. It could go, but I can make this work. And I don't mind these serpentine belts. They're, you know, they're a better belt. It's not really me, I like original stuff. But hey, it's there, and this engine's going to come out again. Ideally I want the 4V351 back in it, and that tricked up FMX I've got. So maybe I should just do that and don't even spend any time with this engine and this transmission. Maybe I'll just dummy fit this in here just for now. Maybe I should put this motor in the custom line. But I'm gonna burn out at some point. It's gonna be a lot of work, this car, and if you can get an engine to run, it's really inspiring. You know, it helps yourself to think you're getting somewhere, keeps you going. But I would also love to have that Cleveland on the engine stand and be stripping it down. Like, I could be doing that right now. I got my trolley right here. I could chuck it on the trolley, take it to the shed and start stripping it down, checking it out. I mean, apparently, I don't know for sure, but apparently the story is the car went full throttle and he just drove it off the road, and there was grass around, the grass went up and made the car burn. That's the story I heard. I don't know if it's true. It's not from the guy that actually had the problem, so I don't know, but it makes sense. Maybe that's what happened. It's definitely been burnt, no doubt about that. It could have been worse too if that fuel tank went up. If the fuel tank went up, it would have been the end. It would have, I would say you wouldn't do the car. But hey, I'm doing it now. Who knows? It's just a strange scenario. You can see holes through here. See all this rust? The way it was, it would have just, would have rusted out so quick. Sitting up there in the coastal place. Just everything wet in the car and open to the elements. But I'm saving it is my excuse. And that's what I want to do. Get this other door off, get all this ugly trim off. And I've got some welding to do. So, video 15, Mustang, looking good in the new year. It's 2024, and I'm feeling good about it.